So in the Lego Batman movie, Sauron takes a fireball to the eye and Barad-dûr is completely destroyed, but the One Ring is never even mentioned, and Sauron doesn't appear in the montage where they return the villains to the Phantom Zone. So despite being superficially destroyed, Sauron is probably still in the LCU in an immaterial form. Now, when Sauron was originally defeated in the Second Age, it took him about 1,000 years to reform enough to really do anything, but since he didn't have a physical body to lose in the Lego Batman movie, I would speculate that it would be a much shorter period before he can regain a foothold. Also, it's worth noting that in the LCU, he can apparently spew lava out of his eye for some reason, and that's an entirely new addition to his set of abilities, so it seems like he's even more powerful than in Lord of the Rings. Now, the LCU groups together a whole bunch of universes and canons, most of which probably wouldn't be remotely prepared to face an enemy like Sauron, and they would likely be easily conquered or corrupted. Besides, in the first LEGO movie, Lord Business takes control of a large portion of the populace using only propaganda, military police, and several off-screen public executions. And in the LEGO Movie 2, the Sistar system shows that a majority of the people in the LCU have fairly simple desires and goals, so it's safe to say that Sauron wouldn't have any trouble at all taking control. I would assume that Sauron's first order of business would probably be searching for the One Ring, and we can assume it's in LEGO Middle-earth. According to Brickset, there are 40 LEGO sets from both Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Cutting out polybags, miniature versions of other sets, and promotional material, that gives us only 29 sets. Now, we have no idea what set it might be in, but I choose to believe that it's in Frodo with Cooking Corner. So with the extra canonical army that Sauron could amass in the LCU, 29 relatively small sets would be overwhelmingly easy to search. Now, recently, LEGO have been releasing a number of Toy Story-themed playsets, and long-distance space travel is fairly common in the LCU, so that means that this fan art I drew of Sauron and Buzz Lightyear on a rocket ship makes perfect sense, Sandra.